You guys had a lot of success on the road early on. What does it take to get back to that after kind of struggling this year?
I think somewhere I saw a stat on TV the other day where it said I think we were third in road wins since 2011. I think we have 18 road wins or something like that. I saw it say since 2011, so that's like third highest in the league. So I don't think we're, it comes and goes. Everything comes in ebbs and flows. And last year, wasn't maybe our best year on the road, but in general, we've always been a good road team.
How big of a test is this match for you guys with the road travel and?
It's a test because it's a hard road trip. And also Montreal, is probably not happy being 0-2, so it's their home opener, and it's always a little tougher when you play a team's home opener.
How different are they without Vaio?
Well, the Vaio is obviously, how do you describe him? A cold-blooded sniper, is probably the best way to describe him. He's a guy who with very few chances makes the most of it, and buries things. So, the other forwards have that same sort of cutting edge as he does. That's the reason he keeps playing, is because his cutting edge is better than them. But, they're still a very good team. Felipe Martins is a very dangerous player coming out of midfield. Justin Mapp, causes problems off the dribble. Andrew Winger's been there now for a few years. He's gaining in confidence. So there's still a lot of guys you got to worry about.
Are y'all going to work in Olympic Stadium before actually playing there?
We're trying. I don't know if we're going to get the opportunity to actually train in there. So we want to at least be able to see it and get a walkthrough or something.
What have you thought of Kenny's contributions in the first couple games?
I think it's been all right. I think he started the one game, obviously, and coming off the bench was a little bit different. But Kenny's always going to approach things in a very positive manner. He's always going to be ready to play for you. He was unlucky a little bit with that header in the Toronto game. If he gets another step before he leaves his feet, maybe he makes better contact and he scores a goal. So I thought he came in. He helped our game. He had an impact on our game when he came in, and I thought he did all right in game one in terms of just rolling up his sleeves and working, because that's what game one was.
I was going to say he's moved around a bit role-wise, especially from the preseason to now. Is that one of the things you had hoped in getting him?
No, we always think, he prefers running at people with the ball, so he likes to be a little bit deeper. So we're trying to get him into those positions, but we know he can also push up high. Even when we play him wide, we expect him to push inside and play like a striker, which he did coming off the bench against Toronto.
What have you heard from the league in regards to the reports of the Dempsey suspension for 2 games?
Well, there's nothing we can say officially at this stage, so we've got to wait till the league makes an announcement.
Do you think a suspension would be warranted for what you saw on the play?
That's not my decision. If I was on the committee, I could tell you, but they don't care what I think. So.
Have you guys heard something from the league though?
We know that it's being looked at. They're going to come to a decision. Yeah.
At this point in the week, how difficult would that news be if it became official, changing up your plans for Saturday's match?
Well, obviously, if you're missing a player like Clint, that's an important piece of the puzzle for your team. At this stage, he's a player who's, when you look at minutes played, he's the most fouled player in the league. And, our team is the most fouled team in the league. So, hopefully that gets looked at a little bit or taken into account a little bit as well. But it's, he's an important part of our team for sure.
Do you think his status will be resolved before it's time to get on a plane?
We've asked for it to be resolved before it's time to get on the plane, yes.
How's Brad doing?
Brad, he's doing better. He came and ran outside today, so we'll see how he tolerated what he did today, and that'll determine whether he goes on the trip.
So Chad was also off to the side. Is that a growing concern, or do you still feel
more precautionary? We had said all along we were trying to get him through the first 2 games, which we did, and now we're trying to see if we can keep improving him and keep going the same way, or do we need to maybe give him a week at this stage?
Have you made any determinations yet on guys who won't be able to make the trip due to health?
No, not really. Not at this point.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Safe travels.